stay here. We have to go. There's more history coming, you see. So
Right.
then he had Thomas touch him to prove something, and the old guy, the old Lutheran guy says, if a person is in conscious, unrepentant sin, you have to tell them the law of God. But if a person is terrified of their sin, you tell them the gospel, you see. And the whole idea is to help the other person. You got that part of the word and the wisdom that's developed from it to apply to bring about that which God has foreordained. 2 Timothy, or what is it? Ephesians 2:8.
Which he is.
Which is
Good works which he has
foreordained that you should walk in
you should
them.
walk in them.
For by grace you are saved, by faith, and not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. For you are his masterpiece, created unto good works that he has before ordained that you should walk in them. That kind of thing. Or, in other words, I'm sorry, Hannah, but the logical precedes the chronological. If you have to get to Chicago for a Cubs game on Thursday, okay, that's your object, that's your logical.
She's actually going to the Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah, okay. Well, you want to be there in time. The game's in the afternoon, but you want to be there Wednesday night so you can sleep, so you can enjoy it. If you want to get there Wednesday night, then you have to leave from Pella Wednesday morning, and you better be packed up, so you better pack up on Tuesday night and get up plenty of time. That's the logical, it goes backwards. Then the chronological goes forwards, you see. So that's how God has foreordained that we should walk in them. You see, the idea that the past and the future cause the present, Rose Takasi says, is heresy. That we are, the present is caused by the future and the past,
Right.
and we're torn. That's our. I know it's hard to.
Well, actually, you explained. I chewed on that for a couple of years, and you explained it to me. It makes sense.
Well, I don't know how this really affects things, but we are trying to do. We have the whole revelation in some sense, and here we are torn between where God has brought us and where we're going to get to.
Right.
You see.
So, seems like at various times you have, if society and the church and everything is working right, then they are hearing the prophetic voice from the future and saying, this is the future, you know what your past is, let your present be that which it ought to be to reach the future.
Yeah.
But it seems like at various times you have people that are, like maybe here in Pella, we just live in the past. There is no future.
You're a good businessman.
And the present is just an extension of the past, whereas in society as a whole, maybe we're living in the present. We have no past, but we have no future, and so we try in the economic situation. We do the present. We do more of the present. We fix what is wrong by doing more of what made it wrong. By just living in the present without paying attention to the past.
So now I could say, how does that? Tell me how that applies to Hannah's music. That would be
Well,
see how what we're learning to do here.
What is the future? What is the end, the telos of music? How does the future come back to mingle with what you know of the past to make your calling in music, to give you what it is your todays and your next weeks and your next months and your next years. So we've talked about and you have friends that talk about, you have this one friend that talks about, well, classical music is dead. You can still do it, but you can't invent classical music. It's already been invented.
One for you.
But what is the
One for you,
future
Joseph.
of music that you see that connects with the history of music to
For you, Sarah.
inform what you're doing?
Those are very nice of you, Sarah.
Makes a little sense, but I don't think I could answer it.
Okay.
I don't know, but it sounds like you're stating my whole question, which is I don't know what the future is, so I don't know what the present is.
Okay. If you don't know what the future is, yeah. If you don't know what the future is, Sarah's question is what next? And if you don't know what is next, then you're stuck with the past and maybe the present, but no way to make it. You're just stuck with the past.
I use these to write down my questions as I think about through the week. I think, oh, that'd be a good
Sounds
question
great.
for Elder Rorta.
Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Learned that from Jay Abraham.
So, so next.
Oh, Dora needs one.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
No.
See, after you learn to read, then you can learn to write.
Right.
So next week, depending on if we don't get other people involved, we've actually can use this as a head start.
Yeah, and we can just do week 1.
Yeah.
And off we go. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if somebody will be day 9. You know, you or I. It'll be day 9.
I would like to get Eric here again if we could.
Yeah, I never did call Eric, but he would be. I think he would. That'd be great. And we could have the little tykes come over and help entertain Dora.
Yeah. Did you put the chip in?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I should leave the chip with you for putting into wherever we're going to put it.
Sure, I can do
And
that.
I'll get another chip.
Okay.
And then next week we can, I don't know, we can start from where that chip ended or something.
Yeah. Well, you can. Once you get on the computer, then you can just clean it off the card.
Oh, so we won't need a new chip. But do you need that machine, you need the purple thing to get onto the computer?
That depends.
Does that